we go. Entering a house for toes. Hello, Alpha now. Uncertain future. Fortuitous timing as always, Bella. Taru and Taru was about to brief me on the search for our missing comrades. You would be so kind then.
Absolutely. He'll be pleased to hear that Riol and his men have been making excellent progress. You remember how Flamine helped me to escape the Crystal Braves in Limsa Laminza, only then to disappear? Well, according to Riol, she crept aboard the ship bound to Radzat Han, where she's been hiding ever since. He assures me that it won't be long before we're reunited. As for Yida and Papalimo, the remains of their link pearls have been found, and in the Pearl Lane of all places, Riol thinks that they must have disposed of them after escaping from the Royal Promenade.
Yes, that would make sense. They could not risk being eavesdropped upon by our betrayers.
We're all about certain they fled the city shortly after, though we still don't have a clue where they went.
I see. And then what of Thancred of Minfilia?
I'm afraid I have nothing new to share about those two, but it's not all doom and gloom. The good news is we've enlisted the service of the Charlene Scholar, one of the students of Baldessian, to aid in the search, who should be arriving any day now.
One of the students, you say? I should very much like to meet this scholar, if time permits. But first we must attend to more pressing matters. Zamric has summoned the two of us for a private audience. Messenger did not specify what he wished to discuss, only that it was urgent. Assuming you have no objections, Bella, I would suggest we proceed to the congregation forthwith. And mayhap we can meet with the scholar afterwards. Agreed? I mean, I guess. What else are we gonna do?
If that's the case, I'll just return to the Forgotten Night for now. Things are liable to fall apart if I'm gone too long, you know?
Okay, let's go talk to Sir Aymeric and figure out what the frick is going on. Wait a quick second, I have to try to increase the audio volume. I'm sorry. There we go. Okay, there we go. Cool. Who are you, by the way, good sir? You're new. Gods of Eld. Never heard of you. I'm leaving. Yeah, so let's go talk to Sir Aymeric. Come on, little Alpha now. We gotta go find Big Alpha now. Come on, little Alpha now. The Lord Commander is within. Pray proceed, miss. Now you proceed, you bastard. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got now?
Thank you for coming. I wish to speak with you both in a place where privacy was assured.
Privacy? What privacy? Why do we need privacy?
We quite understand. What was it that you wished to discuss?
With my father's passing, the seat of the Archbishop lies vacant.
Yes.
And so, in accordance with canon law, I have assumed his responsibilities.
Oh my god, Sir Aymeric is the new pope.
I should stress that this is a temporary measure. It was never intended that the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights serve in this capacity indefinitely. Quite the opposite. The statutes specify that I should surrender my powers as soon as a conclave of the senior clergy and the high houses have named a new archbishop.
Boo. Boo.
But in light of recent events, that would not seem appropriate.
I don't trust the Archbishop. He's just gonna become evil.
I confess I did not expect you to divulge quite so much quite so soon. The details of the Archbishop's plans, perhaps, but the true origin of the war and all it entails?
I too had concerns. But when the Warrior of Light is witnessed returning to the capital upon the back of a dragon, one's options are rather limited.
True. Very true.
Mayhap I could have concealed certain details, but for how long? And at what risk? Should the truth have come to light in the meantime, how would the people have viewed my silence?
Very true.
After 1,000 years of lies and secrecy, I could not well abuse their trust and hope to be believed. The time...
Whoops.
I only wish the people agreed. That some would deny the truth I had anticipated, but not this many. And among the few who acknowledged that my father had to be stopped, no small number questioned our methods.
If they suspect a coup, it will not be long before some turn to violence.
Yeah, because everyone needs to turn to violence, of course. That's just how it works.
It has already begun, and that on both sides. Men and women of the cloth are being harassed in the streets. Some have even been assaulted in the broom.
Ah, come on
Hilda
now.
and her people have formed a watch to help us maintain order. But such measures will not prevent the unrest from spreading.
Why does everyone have to be an asshole?
For all our talk of peace, the people remain frightened and confused. For their sake, we must bring the Dragonsong War to a definitive end.
Yeah, it should have ended a while ago.
And we should be glad to help you, Sir Emmerich. But what precisely would you have us do?
We wish to treat with the dragons of Annex Trine. To that end, I would trouble you for an escort and an introduction.
Oh, okay, I got you. Peace trees with dragons, I dig it, I dig it.
Annex Trine? You would speak with Vidofnir then?
Yeah.
We must needs open a dialogue between our peoples. Acting as my representative, Lucia will extend an invitation to their leader, that she might visit us here in Ishgard. Were she
Okay.
still with us, I would of course have beseeched Isel's assistance in this matter. But as she is not, I must ask that you aid us in her stead. Will you do us this favor?
This is a good idea. I approve of this. We need to do this. This needs to happen now. This needs to happen as soon as possible.
Thank you, my friends.
Of course, Sir Emmerich.
Lucia, I leave the rest to you.
In the wake of the Archbishop's fall, the nation of Ishgard trembled, the faith of her people shaken to its very core. For 1,000 years had they fought and died, certain of the justice of their cause, only to be told that their holy war was born of the sins of their forefathers.
Yes, this is Anne Orlando, okay, so.
What then for those brave men and women, thus stripped of their righteousness but to despair, to deny the truth and decry its speakers? And what then for those whom they defamed but to hope on, to have faith in a brighter tomorrow?
Only hope. Ishgard is so
Tomorrow in
fucked.
which man and dragon might live together in harmony, then as distant as the very stars in the heavens. Yet while we dared to hope, deep within his lair the enemy lay, gathering his strength. Nidhogg, now possessed of his 2 eyes and the body of the Azure Dragoon, prizes to which he had laid claim at the very hour of the hero's triumph.
Oh, poor Estinian.
As desperately as we sought the solace of peace, the great worm craved the misery of war. Nor was he alone in his misbegotten desire.
Why does everyone have to fight each other? Why can't we all just be friends, man? I know little of the lands these dragons call home, this annexed shrine. Had you not agreed to escort me, the coming journey would seem a far more daunting prospect. I confess, I myself once stuttered at the thought of it. Yet even the longest journey begins with the first step, does it not? But ere we set forth, Bella and I must needs inform our comrades of our plans.
The train is shaking our entire apartment. There we go.
Very well. I shall. Oh wait, that was off now talking. Where? Very well. I shall see to my preparations. Let us go and bid farewell to Tataru, Bella.
Okay. Let's go talk to Tataru. Tataru. Tataru.
So, was that? What was your secret meeting all about? I'm all ears.
Yeah, we're gonna go leave. Bye.
A diplomatic mission to annex Shrine, you say? Well, I suppose that does take precedence. But should your meeting with Vidolfinir happen to end early, you might consider rendezvousing with Yoshtola and Ildishire to be there to receive our guest. Don't get me wrong, your meeting with the dragon is terribly important and everything, but this scholar just happens to be time permitting, as I said. We shall endeavor to join Yoshtola, but if we cannot, pray pass on our regards. Let's be off, Bella. We have kept the first commander waiting long enough.
Well, there's no need to be rude, Alpha now. Tataru, though being an archdemon, was just trying to talk. I'm convinced Tataru is an archdemon. It is confirmed in the Holy Scriptures.
What, Casey? What? Are you ready then? Good. So am I. I want.
This one. What do you mean, Casey? Why can't you just talk to me? Oh. Okay, give me a second. I have to go help Casey with the switch. Okay, we're free. We can continue on. Alpha now, my boy. Breaking the cycle, I see.
The path is long but known to us. From Falcon's Nest, we shall cross the Western Highlands and make for the Tailed Feather in the Dravanian Forelands. There we can stop to rest and replenish our supplies. Questions? If not, then the stables await.
If you say so, Alpha now, I'll just meet you there. I can teleport. Goodbye, Alpha now.
I can also fly. Do I have to walk the entire way with them, or can I just fly there? Lucia!
I always imagined that the first time I set foot upon the Dravanian soil would be at the head of an army. Here I am, ready to treat with the brothers and sisters of my enemies. Full well do I know how difficult it can be to set aside the past. Though it was I who first proposed recruiting Ysael to our cause, I questioned the wisdom of my words almost as soon as I uttered them, and for a long time after that. Here was a woman with the blood of innocence on her hands. Men, women, children, all slain in the name of the implacable Lady Iceheart. Yet, she acknowledged her misdeeds and agreed to join us in common cause. At our side, she fought in service to... Yet, she acknowledged her misdeeds and agreed to join us in...
I keep thinking the other person's talking. Okay.
Yet, she acknowledged her misdeeds and agreed to join us in our common cause. At our side, she fought in service to that greater good, even unto her dying breath. And while that does not absolve her of her sins, I hope that one day she will be remembered not merely as a heretic, but as a misguided soul who dreamt of peace. You ask much, Master Alphanau. Yet, who can say what might come to pass should our negotiations bear fruit? Yes, of course. We must press on to Onyx Shrine. If you will follow me.
Okay, Alphanau, if you say so, buddy boy. If you say so, buddy boy. To Onyx Shrine, which we should be able to just teleport there. No, we can't. We can take the porter though. Spec it. I'm gonna take the porter. I haven't taken a porter in a really long time. Might as well. Sir, I'd like to go to Onyx Shrine. 1 minute? Okay. Off we go. It's just right here, so it better not take a full minute. Fly over that shit. You're flying chocobo. Fly over that shit. It's just over this hill right here. I can see the entrance right here, but it's going around. Chocobo, please. There we go. And we are here. Good job, Chocobo. Vidolfnir, we are here. Vidolfnir, we are here to bargain. I'm here to bargain. Where are you? There you are, Vidolfnir. Vidolfnir?
Thou art ever welcome here, friend of Ysael. But this one I do not know. Pray forgive us for this unannounced visit, Vidolfnir. May I present to you Lucia, first commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, and our trusted friend.
That's right, show respect.
It is an honor to meet you, Vidolfnir. I am come as an envoy of Sir Imric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights and acting leader of the Holy See.
Indeed, you may speak, knight.
For 1,000 years, man and dragon have locked in an endless cycle of bloodshed and sorrow. To our shame, we long believed our kin to be the architects of this war. But now we know the truth. That King Thoradin and his knights 12 did willfully betray and murder the great worm Ratatoskr, shattering the peace between our peoples. For 1,000 years, our leaders conspired to conceal this truth, a truth which was at last laid bare by the warrior of light, the Azure Dragoon, and Ysael. Alas, a deception to intrinsicate wrought cannot be undone in a moment, and our people labor to accept the truth.
After an eternity of war, who would dare to dream that peace would at last be within our grasp? Yet dream as we must, as Ysayle once did, and we must make that dream a reality, as she could not. We humbly beseech you, Vidofnir, join hands with us in friendship once more, before the eyes of my people in Ishgard. A most unexpected invitation. I have heard your request, knight. However, I cannot give you mine answer. May I ask why? This matter concerneth my sire. He must needs be consulted. Moreover, the North grow bold even as they did before, and I would not leave my people at the mercy of the swarm. We will wait. After 1,000 years at war, we shall not give up on peace for want of patience. Ha! Fear not, knight. Thou shalt have mine answer within thy lifetime. So soon, my humble thanks. I shall bear your words to my lord forthwith until we meet again.
What a homie. But Oathneer, you're pretty cool. Alpha now.
Given the circumstances, I would say that went rather well. To be frank, I'm surprised our proposal was not rejected outright. Whether aught will come of it remains to be seen, however. Mayhap I should take this opportunity to speak with some of the other dragons. But you need not wait for me. The return journey holds no fears for me now. Well, if you have no further need of our services, we shall continue on to Shalian. We hope to welcome a scholar who has agreed to aid us in the search for our missing comrades. And I pray your journey is as swift and uneventful as ours was. And thank you again for sparing the time to assist us, even when such grave matters remain unresolved. I can think of no graver matter than a 1,000-year war, one which our friends gave their lives to see end. Suffice it to say, I would willingly make 1,000 such journeys to ensure that their sacrifice was not in vain. Of that I have no doubt, Master Alphanau. I only hope that fates will not hold you to your word.
Bye, Lucia. Another quest complete. Only 42 more to go. Another time, another place.
So, it would seem we have time to greet this scholar after all. How delightful. I shall be interested to hear how she means to go about finding Minfilia and Thancred. I can only assume she is privy to some new investigative technique. In any event, our first order of business is to rendezvous with Y'shtola in Ildishire.
Idleshire. Dude, is that Kryl, dude? Kryl? Dude, is that Kryl, dude? Dude. Kryl's a homie. Big homie. Oh my god. Disarmed, striking opportunity, keeping up with... There's so many things. Well, we're not doing side quests right now. We're doing main story quests. Stola.
Ah, Bella, 'tis good to see you. I confess I had assumed your business in Annex Shrine would detain you longer. Did your meeting with Vidofnir go well? As well as you can expect, she must discuss Sir Aymric's proposal with her Bracefielder. Of course, but she seemed amenable to the suggestion. What of our Shalian guest? Has she arrived yet? She has, but when I explained that you would be joining us, she asked if she might use the intervening time to explore. I agreed to meet her outside of Front Bridge. We should be on our way.
If you say so, Y'shtola. To Front Bridge. And thus we wait. If that's not the most Lalafell name I've ever seen. Momon Yara Mon.
That's a very Lalafelian name. Oh my god. There she is. Is that...
I'm terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
Ooh, it's Best Girl.
You need not apologize. We arrived but a moment ago ourselves. Pray, allow me to introduce Kryle, who has recently come from the Sharlayan motherland. She has generously offered to assist us.
It's Kryle, dude.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. A trip to Eorzea was long overdue.
Yeah, see, look, it's one of the only good Lalafels. Yeah, she's wearing a Pikachu outfit. Yep, that's what that
You
is.
must be the warrior of light. Yes, you certainly do look the part. A pleasure to meet you at last, miss.
Of course, Kryle, of course.
And who is that I spy but young Alpha No Levieux himself? I dare say someone's grown an ilm or two in my absence. Or are those lifts in your boots?
He's short. Is that a snake in my boot?
Miss Kryle and I met at the studium years ago. I shall forever be indebted to her for her sage guidance.
It was no small task keeping him out of trouble, believe you me. The youngest ever to enter the studium, him and his sister, 11-year-old prodigies. Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list of talents. Striding up to his seniors on his first day, head held high. What was it he said again?
Thank you, Kryle.
Ooh. Panicked. Panicked.
For what? I haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection?
Ooh.
Mayhap we should save this delightful conversation for a more fitting occasion, when pressing matters do not demand our undivided attention.
All for now. Keeping secrets, huh?
A bit much, but better. I can tell you have been putting your skills to use here in Eorzea. Henceforth, I trust you will dazzle me with your eloquence at the first time of asking.
Ooh. Oh, Alpha now.
Right, on to more pressing matters. Finding Minfilia and the other missing scions.
I gather you have new information to share with us.
A new approach, actually. Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea. Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it.
Let's go find our boy Thancred.
Then
He's
what's he
out there
waiting for?
somewhere. He's probably cold and
The
alone.
wherewithal to do it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task. Not in themselves, anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Ooh, we're gonna go visit Matoya?
Then let us all call on her forthwith. I think it best that you explain your plan to her in person.
Let's go visit Grandma. Grandma! We're gonna go visit Grandma. She's gonna give us cookies. Same. Same. Grandma! Grandma! We're coming to get some cookies, Grandma. I'll be there shortly. Bum bum ba da da dum ba da 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 da. Trial, we're here. Did you say we were headed for a cave, did you not? Because I certainly don't see a cave nearby. Is Master Matoya meeting us on the way or something? Oh, if only you knew, Kryl. If only you knew. Grandma lives in the magic cave. Ooh, magic cave. In the eye of the beholder. I have heard many stories of Master Matoya, some quite flattering, others less so. Rest assured they are all true. This way, and have care where you tread. Yeah, you don't want to step on Grandma's flowers. Where's our cookies? Hi, Grandma.
Oh, is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
I'm sorry.
Forgive us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Ever so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
We want you to join our merry band of party members.
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Kryl, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Baldessian, you say? Ah, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Yeah, Grandma, yeah.
Regrettably, our order's headquarters and the isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power.
Yeah, they're dead.
I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Kryl, you too possess the echo.
Oh.
Well, yes, of course I do.
Kryl, you're also chosen by, like, God herself? Well, yeah, obviously. Fucking Kryl, dude.
Our order is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us.
Wait, so all students have
these
it?
Studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
Oh, Kryl, don't be a damsel in distress like Minfilia is 99% of the time.
Idea.
Please don't.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
Makes sense.
Yes, yes, that's all well and good, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
Because we're here for you, Grandma.
The students of Baldessian are gone, and there is naught I can do to change that. But the science of the Seventh Dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found.
True.
You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
Yes, let's do it. Come on,
And
Grandma.
there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. Oh, wait here.
Love you, Grandma. I'm sorry. We're just here to use you. We just want your
Long
stuff.
did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance, but never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
On the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light.
Oh, okay.
But as her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
Okay, I got you.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna sell it.
No two manifestations of the Echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, accepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul.
Interesting.
Their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which served to guide the elementals to Y'shtola.
Interesting.
Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
Please, please, Grandma, we need it.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So,
Yes.
as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
Thank you, Grandma.
Thank you, Master Matoya.
Just don't break it. Gotcha. I'll do my best.
Then let us begin.
Let us? Hmm? We're staring. What do you got for us, Kryl?
From the Black Shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al. It was a
Som
near
Al.
thing, but he was not deposited within the rock. I think.
He wasn't inside the earth. Don't worry. He's still alive, possibly.
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
Ain't that kind of scary, though? Like, you use that magic and you have a 50-50 chance of, first off, being trapped in the ether and essentially dying, or actually being teleported. But even then, you have like a 50-50 chance of teleporting on the ground or in the ground. Ain't that great? So you only have a 25% chance of actually surviving the spell, if that. Gotta love it. Yikes. Oh, let's go try to find Thancred. Wherever he may be. Okay, we gotta go Tailfeather. Storm all. Where's Thancred? Okay. Where to next, Alpha now? Were I to find myself in an unfamiliar wilderness, my first instinct would be to seek out signs of civilization. Ordinarily, perhaps, but in this wounded state, he may not have wished to risk contact with strangers of unknown allegiance. But even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters would surely have stumbled across his trail. Tailfeather doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though. Merchants and traders pass through reasonably regularly, do they not? In which case, we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we question the locals. Fear not, Kryl. I have already prepared several sketches of Thancred for that very purpose. This is impressive. You drew him from memory? A skill I acquired some years ago for reasons I no longer remember. I propose we split up in two pairs. Y'shtola and I will inquire out the outlying encampments, while Bella and Kryl question the residents of Tailfeather. Afterwards, we shall regroup near Loth Astval and share our findings. Assuming there is no objection, let us be about it. Let's go, Kryl. Let's go find our boy. My, he certainly has matured, hasn't he? Hard to imagine he was once a boy who practiced drawing for hours to impress young ladies. Anyway, we had best get started. Find me when you are finished making your rounds. I got you, Kryl. You! Leopard. Searching for a friend of yours? Looks like you... Let's have a look then. Here's a photo of Thancred. No, I ain't seen him around, sorry. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy, old friend, old pal. Marsha Champ? Marsha Champ? What's that you got, the sketch? Yes, Marsha Champ, my friend. Can't say I know the face. You say something. You say he's something of a warrior. I heard a tale of the other day about a Hyrian vagabond who brought down a bandersnatch by himself and with style. The way they tell it, he was dancing with the beast like it was the bell of a bleeding ball. Sound like your man? Yes, actually, it sounds exactly like him. Well, we know he's around then. We just gotta talk to this last person. Grimold. Hello, Grimold. Hyrian man? We're not exactly rare, you know. Could you be more specific? I got a photo. I did spy this one bloke a while back. Didn't get a good look at his face, but it could have been him. This was beyond the forest, as I recall. Along the river to the west of Tailfeather. I remembered thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. The lad was making no effort to cover his tracks, see? That, and he was carrying an axe instead of a bow. Well, Thancred doesn't use an axe. So, I don't think that's him. But Marsha Shump, I think found him.
Finished? In that case, I think we've learned everything we can here. Let's go see the others, what the others have found out.
Don't worry, friends. We found him. We found him. We just gotta... Well, we know he's here. We just gotta actually find him. He's somewhere in here. So that means while we were questing through this, originally he was here. Somewhere. He was here. Waiting.
My apologies for our late arrival. We thought it was wise to question as many hunters as we could. Many have made camp in inaccessible locations, ideal for hunting game, not so retrieving visitors. Nevertheless, our time proved well spent. There have been countless sightings of an exceptionally capable Hyran hunter with whom no one is familiar. Though none chanced to see the man's face, his height and build matched Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess.
Yeah, that's what we found too, essentially.
You've heard the same tales, but that as it may, we have yet want of conclusive proof. Mayhap this is unrelated, but I heard a curious tale regarding a vast trader. He came to the Tailfeather in search of garments for a man of refinement, which seemed a rather curious description for one of this kind. You're implying that Thancred sent a Vath to the market in his stead? Why would he not go in himself? Well, if you recall, you yourself emerged from the livestream as naked as your name day. It is a scene I shall never forget. I saw your boobies. Is it now? Well, I was pleased to see you. I mean, it was a simple statement of fact.
Be honest off now. You saw her boobies.
It stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same predicament. In any case, if he had dealings with Vath, then he should be able to tell us, no?
Quite right. Kyle? Quite right. That means Thancred is somewhere with the Vath. And we know a friendly group of Vath that we can go check out. A little slow, a little late. Oh no. Well, what are we waiting for? For all we know, Thancred could be waiting for us in Loth Astvath. We must go and see the Wrath right away. Come along, everyone. Come along. Okay. Loth Astvath is literally just like right here. My friends, have you seen our boy Thancred? Bath, man. Have you seen Thancred?
Hunter, great hunters, we welcome you once more to Loth Astvath. What do you seek this day?
We seek a man with whom we are told you may have has certain dealings. Here's my hand.
How curious, the hunters tire of godly sport and pursue mortal prey?
No, he's not prey, but a friend long missing.
Good. He's a friend of the Wrath as well, one with whom we have traded many times.
Truly? And you are quite certain it was this man?
There is no doubt. The fleshling clothed and skins came to us from Somal, lost in a week. He offered meat and hides in trade, and in exchange we tended to his wounds. He brought us much flesh, so skilled a hunter he was. Much flesh. When he asked for garments, we were glad to provide them.
Where is he now?
Gone to Loth Astvath not long ago, when he heard that one mind had summoned our god once more.
Ravana has returned. Golfnir did say that the Ganath had grown as before, but what could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? Honored Elder, we thank you for your help. Would that we could repay this kindness ere we depart, but we must hasten to our comrade's side.
Go, great hunters, let's the Ganath claim him as a sacrifice.
Oh, yes. We get to see Buff Ant-Man again. Round 2 with Buff Ant-Man. You see, you never got to experience the sight of Buff Ant-Man, did you? Yes, the best of Buff Ant-Man, the ideal physique. It's the ant with a six-pack. He's the ideal peak physique. In case you'll just never understand. Down we go. Bring it, Ganath steel drones. I'm gonna cut your legs off. Combo. Easy kills, dude. It's mono. You, Ganath fire drones, leave me the fuck alone. No, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't want to fight you. I just want to find my friend, man. And thus we wait. I almost attacked that earth sprite just now. There you guys are. Oh no, what is happening?
Thancred. It could be Thancred. We must hurry.
Yeah, before he's either sacrificed or killed or something. Ravana. That's not Thancred. That's not Thancred. Isn't that the Warrior of Darkness that we saw? Isn't he the warrior? Isn't he a bad guy? Oh, Ravana's dead again. I'm pretty sure this guy's a bad guy. Ooh, here we go. Standoff. Bring it, buddy. You think you're cool and shit?
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Ascians forever.
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
We can and we will, Ascian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not.
They're warriors of light. They're fellow warriors of light. Oh god. They're heroes. But I thought he was evil. He was talking to Ascians and shit. I don't know what's right and wrong anymore. I don't know.
So you are the warrior of light. The savior of Eorzea. It's a wonder you didn't come sooner, what with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
He seems like a dick.
Have care. The ether moves strangely around him.
Yeah, because he's evil. He's evil.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are.
Shall we show them?
Who are you? Evil! Evil! Fucking knew it! Yo, you're Strola! Boy, I'ma kick all your asses, dude. No, Kryl! Bro, what the fuck is happening? Straight up psychopaths, that's what they are. I knew they were evil. Oh, who's that? Oh my god, knives. Is that Thinkred? Is that our boy? It's our boy! He's grown facial hair. And he's missing an eye. What a badass. Oh my god. Thinker is such a badass. Holy shit. God damn.
Not very sporting of you to interrupt. But so be it.
Fuck this guy.
Mark well our faces, warrior of light. For we are the warriors of darkness. Walkers of a different path. And we shall meet again.
So what I get is that you guys are a bunch of assholes. Yep, that's about it. Yeah, so was it, which game was it? Was it Final Fantasy 3? They had the Warriors of Light and the I think it was Final Fantasy 3. Where it's like, oh, you have the Warriors of Light, but then you also have the Warriors of Darkness, which are essentially, they're polar opposites that fight for the same goal, but in complete opposite ways, essentially. So these guys are evil, but good at the same time, because there has to be a balance. So yeah. Bad but good. So they're a bunch of, essentially they're a bunch of assholes. I'ma kick all of them in the shins. Especially the Lalafell.
Warriors of Darkness. Really?
Really? Who is our boy Thancred? He's missing an eye.
Thancred! Are you all right?
He's missing an eye. He has long hair now. That sweet ponytail he's sporting.
Pleasantries can wait. I'd rather not be here when the Nath arrive. Agreed?
Agreed. Let's get the fuck out of here. We'll talk back at I already forgot what the name is. Something Astvath. I forgot what it's called. Lomas Vath. Thancred, our friend. We found another one. Now we're only missing 3.
Suffice it to say, our reunion was not at all as I pictured it. Waiting until the last instant to join the fray. 'Tis plain you have not lost your appetite for the dramatic.
Wait, so did he lose his eye when Yoshola teleported him?
My appetite for the dramatic. Have you forgotten the circumstances of our parting? The heroic last stand, the tunnel filling with light, and then, had I known you intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's forsaken wilderness, I would have thanked you in advance.
Thancred.
What a homie, dude.
If
What a
nothing
homie.
else, you might have warned me that I would emerge from the live stream in the all together.
Kissy. Look. Thancred. Don't worry, he's okay. He's just naked.
Eventually, I managed to fashion knives from some obsidian I found, and set about hunting for meat and hides.
So straight up, he spawned in naked, ran around and made knives out of rocks, and started essentially fist fighting bears while naked. Nice.
Given that I'm not all that skilled in leatherworking, it's probably for the best that I met the Vath before I was reunited with you.
Nice. Nice.
So you were the fleshling clothed in skins of whom the storyteller spoke?
Well, yeah, obviously.
A description which fit me as ill as the skins themselves. Happily, I was able to trade with the Vath for garments better becoming a man of refinement.
Your outfit looks
From
badass.
them, I learned of Ravana, and of the great warrior who had once laid him low.
It was me. I did it. I killed him.
And thence did you conclude that were you to track the Primal's movements, it would surely bring you into contact with the Scions once more.
It seemed a reasonable assumption.
Makes sense.
I could think of no one else with your enthusiasm for slaying beastmen gods. Until now, that is.
Makes perfect sense.
Ah, yes. The self-proclaimed warriors of darkness. 'Tis only fitting that they stand in opposition to the warrior of light, I suppose.
That's how it works. Warrior of light, warrior of dark, they kind of,
past,
you know,
if
butt
only
heads.
for a moment. They were confronting a man in black. An Ascian, I think.
If these warriors are capable of doing battle with Ascians and Primals both, they must be possessed of powerful protection. Protection not unlike the Echo.
Alright, I was messaging someone about a possible thing we might be doing in the future. I know. A possible thing I might stream based on what he responds back to me with. Yeah. Hey, a little slow, a little late. Completed. Yeah, possible new series. Yes, yes.